Hello and welcome back, my beautiful people. We've got our heroes here. We've got Vesper and Naru. Here are my upgrades if you want to check them out. And we're going for the 5 base towers at the very front of the map here. So this is exciting. So the way I want to play this one is I want to get a quick artillery. Okay, I'm going to use a tri-cannon. I'm going to use a barracks tower down here to block everybody in range of my said tri-cannon. We're going to go for a medium-level tri-cannon for now. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side here. We're going to go for a quick tri-cannon, and then a quick barracks as soon as we get the money for it. And I keep thinking spacebar's the next wave. And then we're going to do a lot of regular attack damage right in the middle of the map. We're thinking archers, we're thinking crossbows, we're thinking mage towers, whatever we can throw out against these peeps. And the reason why is because there's going to be a lot of cloud stalkers coming out. And those guys are unfortunate. Okay, not fun to deal with, just to be straight. So these guys have, so here we go, let's do this and go to the next wave. These guys have a decent amount of attack, a pretty hefty amount of health here. They're not, like, ridiculously hard. They're kind of just the base unit of the game, right? See, we're doing an okay job here with our tri-cannon, though. All right, let's do the same thing on this side. Let's get that barracks a-flowing. Block the people in here in range of the furthest part where we can shoot the tri-cannon, usually. And I want that upgrade. Come on, give me $3 more. Come on, where's my $3, bro? All right, we have to go like this, to go like that, to go like this, to go like this, and then we're ready for the next wave. All right, so far so okay. The thing about the artillery here is that it makes you struggle a little bit in the early game to have a much easier time in the late game when more and more guys start coming out. So that's definitely a key aspect of the game here. Anyways, we're going to go for an archer tower here, and an archer tower here, and a mage tower here, and a crossbow. Double dose of crossbows over here as well. So I know that seems a little bit funky to like plan that all out, but we're going to do it all right now. All right, Vesper, don't attack tentacles, bro. That's stupid of you. We don't need to kill tentacles. So we're going to go for that crossbow and that crossbow. Boom, boom. And we are ready for the next wave with the flying units. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Naru all the way to the very front here. We're going to let him shoot these cloud stalkers so they can jump forward. And then we can start killing them with our regular attacks over here. Now, I did go for the new reinforcements, which I don't know how I feel about them just yet, but they can shoot flying units, which is kind of cool. So we're going to go like this. Let them shoot up the flying units as much as we can. And then as far as upgrades go, we're going to mix and match. We're going to go a little bit of magic, a little bit of crossbow, a little bit of archer tower. I kind of want to just do a little bit of everything, to be honest. All right. Flying units are not fun in this version of the game. In fact, these are the most upsetting and annoying flying units in the game. The Cloud Stalkers, for sure. All right, we're going to go arrows and next wave. Vesper is struggling a little bit here. We got to use our reinforcements in the backpack there. That's not fun. And we're going to go for more crossbow upgrades here as soon as possible. All right, so we got Naru. He needs to help out against these flying units, man. They're troublesome. I'll admit it.
You're still not right.
Even with 2 heroes and reinforcements here, these are the most annoying units right now by far. By far. So the somewhat upsetting thing about the tri-cannon here is that it says it does 16 to 24 damage, but really you need that 4th tier to make it effective, and that can be kind of difficult to make it happen. So we're going to go for some arrows here, kind of a get... Nah, we don't need it. We're fine. We're fine. We'll use reinforcements instead. I'm going to start trying to save up for that 4th tier tri-cannon. I want it. Like, I don't think I need it, but I want it more than anything. All right, so we're going to go arrows against these guys, and then next wave. Oh, it didn't shoot the way I wanted it to, which makes sense. It shouldn't have gone that way. It shouldn't have gone that way. Anyways, we're going to have to reinforce again in the backpack here. I needed a tiny bit more defense over here, even though I didn't want to. And that is going to lead us right into, hopefully, our 4th tier tri-cannon. Finally, bro. Reinforcements again in the backpack here. I mean, at least we're consistent. That's the good news. We don't demolish them, but we kill them all. That's always a good thing. It doesn't feel like the game is getting that much harder. It's actually getting slowly becoming easier as we get our towers fully fleshed out here. All right, we got a crap ton of guys here. We're going to go for a quick arrows. Blow them up. Tri-cannon can finish them. I'm going to go reinforce and next wave. Alright, now it's time. We're going to go for a higher level mage tower, which does not super duper consistent damage, but very high damage. And high damage is, in my opinion, good damage. So with these reinforcements, what you want to do is you want to try to put them in a spot where they can shoot, not in a spot where you're blocking. You'll do a better job when you're shooting than you are when you're blocking. Not that they can't block. They can definitely do that if you want them to, but I would rather put them like over here and let them shoot all their arrows and everything and get more damage out of them. Anyways, definitely we want the overheat upgrade, and I'm thinking I'm going to go for 1 level bombardment as well, but I may not go any higher than that on this guy, because that's just a lot of money invested when there's a lot of cloud stalkers in this map. So that kind of upsets me a little bit. Here we go. We're going to go for a reinforcement combo, and next wave. Here we go. Bombardment is officially up, and I'm going to mix and match a lot of crossbows kind of in the middle of the map here. Once I get 4th tier crossbows in the middle, I mean, the Cloud Stalker is going to be garbage. So we got the Twisted Sister. Now, it's nice that we have a barracks here. Just want to point that out. Because the Twisted Sisters make nightmares. And if you don't block the nightmares, they will just walk through your defense forever. So that's something to keep in mind here. So, like, specifically, this nightmare back here, if I didn't block it with my heroes or whatever, gone. We lose. Well, not lose, but we lose a life. That's fun for nobody, right? Okay, here we go. 4th tier crossbow feels good. We're going to go for some arrows here and go to the next wave. Okay. We got more Cloud Stalkers coming in, so we got to be careful against the random use in the middle here. We got to hope that they just die. If we don't shoot our arrows at these guys quickly enough, they will bounce kind of 3/4 of the map already. That's the kind of ridiculous thing about it. So we go for reinforcements in the back to clean up. I feel like we got an okay amount of blocking over here, but not quite enough for what I want. So we're going to use Naru's ability over there to keep these guys from getting too far in the back of the map. Use some arrows to spray them backwards. And reinforce again to clean up any guys that are going to try to sneak through. All right, I think it's time. Let's go for that 4th tier bombardment. So far, so good. Let all your towers attack, bro. Let them all attack. That's the plan. You do better when you have every single tower in unison working together here. All right, so Wave 10 does not have a send out early button, and that is on purpose because this thing gets raised up out of the hellscape to send out regular units against us, and then still, I think they have Cloud Stalkers still come out against us, which is kind of ridiculous, by the way. So, usually what you want to do is you want to get these guys in range of your Archer Tower before you do anything, and unfortunately I didn't do that, so we're just going to go like this. We're going to move Naru back and then send Vesper a little bit closer forward. I need this guy to just come like 1 inch forward so I can officially kill them with my freaking archers, man. There we go. All right. Not great, not terrible. Could have been better. The Twisted Sister, by the way, has high magic resistance, and they summon nightmares. So, if there's ever an issue with a guy, it's probably the nightmares coming through, because if you don't have a barracks to the back here, which I'm just going to build now just so I don't forget, they can accidentally sneak through. Fortunately, I do have a barracks over here, but I don't think I want to move it. I'm just going to leave it and hope that the nightmares don't ever come this way, which I don't think they will very often. Alright, so both of my heroes are getting close to dying, so we're going to move them out of the way. Vesper's fine. He's freaking... He's a tank, bro. He's a freaking tank! 273 health? No. he's really not that tanky. He's kind of actually very, very average, if you ask me. Nothing special about him. Any which way, it's time. Arcane Wizard. Big damage finally coming out here. We got more Cloud Stalkers coming in, so we're going to move Naru to the front of the map to shoot them a little bit. We'll leave the reinforcements back here because there's still a lot of units. So let's kill the regular units so we can kill the spawn guys with our actual towers here. Good enough for me. Let me go for a little more crossbow action. Looks good, looks good. I think I'd like to get another crossbow here, but I think I'm actually going to go for a few more archer towers. I don't love them, but at least they're reasonably consistent. The problem is they just shoot so freaking slow. You know, like, I always prefer the ballista tower over the archers. All right, arrows against the grain. Just like that. Feels good, looks good. And if we're going to go for archer towers, we definitely go for just full-on 4th tiers and just leave them as is. Don't do anything fancy with them. I do have a playstyle, by the way. I have a fairly consistent playstyle. I like to play a certain way. Sometimes I like to have fun where I get, weird artillery towers and spots where maybe they don't make the perfect sense, the most perfect of sense, but I try. I try to do different things here and there and to see if they work, and if they don't work, then I go back to my old playstyle. That's kind of how I roll. Any which way, 4th tier archer. Feels okay. Bombardment, doing a great job against the Twisted Sister here. And we're going to block them. Let's actually shoot them from behind. Never done that before. We got some more flying units coming out, but with the triple bombardment, we were able to take them very close to dying. Still taking a while here. Taking longer than I would have hoped, and we eventually manage it. All right, so Cloudstalker's coming down the bottom this time, so we're going to go for a final nail. We're going to move both of our everything just down to the bottom here, because this looks scary as crap. There we go. Looks good. And it's about that time for our 4th tier crossbow up in this area this time. All right, they're teleporting pretty close to all of my towers here. I'm not upset. I really have 3 more waves left. Yeah, I actually like the final nail here, by the way. That's really nice. Looks good. Can't complain about these flying units at this point. By the way, I'm sorry, my jaw, it's really, really, really tight right now, and I'm like misspeaking because it's really, really, really tight, so I apologize for that. It's weird. I can literally pull my jaw down and have it be sounding better while I pull my jaw down than if I didn't touch it at all. And then if I stretch it out, like right now, if I just stretch it out a little bit, I can actually feel how loose it gets and how I'm like, oh, I can talk almost normal again. It's kind of weird, actually. So we're going to go for that true damage right in the front here, and I think I probably want to do it. I'm going to go for another 4th tier archer tower. Sometimes, no abilities are necessary. I mean, in this situation, I went for 1 and 1, but I don't feel like I need to do anything fancier than that, you know? So, there are a couple nightmares here. We'll watch them. I mean, both my heroes kind of in the back at this point. They're not even, moving forward or anything. Doing anything fancy here. The Twisted Sister blockage going in here. These guys, how much damage are they doing? Can we see? Looks like they do 10 damage with a hand attack, which makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, actually. This is a pretty easy wave, but they usually are followed by much, much, much more difficult waves. So I guess we're going to go for a quick Royal Archer, and then because we can just kind of pick or choose where we want to build our defense, we've got Acolytes over there, Twisted Sister and Acolytes over here. That doesn't feel complicated or bad. I'll just go for a Bombardment and a Overheat over here, so I just don't have to worry about those guys on this side anymore at all, hopefully. They all just die, and we'll focus all of our attention on this side. Since there's only 2 Twisted Sisters over here, we'll try to take them down quickly. Use our regular archer towers to just do mega damage to them. Oh yeah, check this out. We do have a Nightmare trying to sneak through. Check that out. Don't forget about that. I mean, I have the ability to build reinforcements and stuff, but I have a barracks in the back, so I'm hoping and assuming that that will be a good enough combo. Yes, indeed. All right, more Shadow Archers, combine it all together. Looks good. Twisted Sisters are garb. And the plan over there actually worked. Got to admit, it's nice when a plan comes together. So, like I said, we made the late game way easier by making the early game a smidge more difficult. All right, another Nightmare still alive down here, but again, barracks units plus crossbows. They will not sneak through. And we have done it! We have beaten it in all of its mighty glory. Not the most difficult map in the entire world, but you can see how you can easily make some mistakes here and there. I'll be the first person to admit it, man. Any which way, we got a nice 3-star run there. We are playing on Veteran, by the way, and we are making sure we do not use any non-free heroes or non-free towers in this run. We did unlock Anya and the Necromancer, which are both paid towers at this point, so we will not be using them. We get some upgrade points, though. We're going to make sure we spend them. And one interesting thing we can start to do here is if we want to start thinking about this, we can start to do this. There is a weird upgrade option to upgrade Dark Army towers or Linerian towers, right? And right now I get the Linerian stuff, but we can get this if we want to as well. And I don't know. I do use kind of a lot of dark towers here, right? I mean, we've got the this guy's dark, and then these 3 guys are light. So these are my 2 favorites, though. I guess maybe we should just try it out. Why not? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, press that like button, subscribe, and have a super duper delicious day.